Hey, what's up, channel? Fearless here, back again, finally. I know. Trying to bring you guys another update commentary and let you know what I've been up to, what's going on now, and all that fun stuff. I wanted to originally start trying to post a bunch of content last month, and obviously, once again, became extremely inactive. I was inactive a lot because of basically just not being motivated to get online, not being motivated to do anything. Kind of just started, I don't know, I guess you could say going outside more. So I was busy. I was doing a little bit of traveling. I went to Mexico, more specifically to San Felipe, and I was down there for the Score Off-Road Racing San Felipe 250. Not sure how many followers or subscribers I have that actually pay attention to off-road, but I was down there with my dad and a few others, and we were taking pictures. I'm very much into off-road photography, as well as we are involved with races. We do chase teams, pit teams, and my dad's actually co-driving now, and I'll be hopefully co-driving in the next couple months. So it's something that my dad and I have been involved in since I was a kid. So that's definitely what I want to continue to do. To give you guys a little bit about this gameplay, this is Hardpoint on Slums. As you're gonna notice, I'm doing pretty horrible here for the beginning of this game. I do pick it up and turn it around, so it's not going to be all deaths, thankfully. Let's see. Recently, we had MLG Dallas. I went to MLG Dallas as the coach of Icons Black. Last time I did a video, I think we were still known as Caliber. I'm not really going to get into a whole lot of detail about that whole situation, but needless to say that Caliber flaked and disappeared and has been MIA for the last month and a half now, and nobody has heard anything from them or about them or anything. They just straight disappeared. So after that whole thing went about, we contacted the sponsors for Icons Black at the time being, and we told them about everything, and they allowed us to utilize them to help us get with Icons. And then we talked with Paul, who came up huge for that team and helped get the team out to Dallas. So that's when they changed over the name from Caliber Gaming to Icons Black. And then you had the whole black and blue. So at Dallas, though, I coached Icons Black. They, in the end, finished tied for 17th place. On Friday, they had to play a bunch of split screen. The first 3 rounds were split screen, which was brutal. I think there was a couple upsets maybe for some of the more top teams that did. I'm not 100% sure. I think that 1 or 2 teams did lose in split screen that probably would not have come close to losing if it was on full screen. So that's kind of unfortunate. But after the first 3 rounds were done, it went to full screen. Everybody was happy and got to play through that. So we got through round. Well, we had a first round bye. We got through round 2 and round 3. And then we made it to round 5, and we lost to High Hopes. Their roster at the event, I believe, was Vert, Vashik, Devin, and Bushy, I think. And they had just beat Obey, and we kind of went into the match preparing to play Obey, and they beat them. And so when we played them, we just made a lot of team mistakes and individual mistakes at the end of the first map, and choked pretty bad. So they ended up winning the first map. They did a nice job of keeping composure, and they came back and played great as a team. And they beat us on the second map, which was CTF, and that's always been Icons Black's weakest game mode, in my opinion. But they beat them 2-0, and I think then they went on to lose to Optic. I think the next round is who we would have played if we had beat them. Then on Saturday, we didn't play till late in the day, but eventually we finally started playing, and we won 3 matches Saturday before eventually losing to Hex P, and that match was for top 16. So we lost that match to them and finished tied for 17th place. And yeah, so that's kind of how the event went for Icons Black. But as far as with Team EnVyUs, though, Team EnVyUs played amazing. They came through and dominated through the open bracket, and after getting out of the open bracket, they had to play Farico. So on Saturday, they played Farico on main stage, and Farico 3-0'd them. So, which I have to give a ton of credit to Frico. They won the overall event and played absolutely amazing. I don't think anybody can downgrade the way they played that event. I mean, they were clearly the most dominant team that weekend and played amazing. EnVyUs then battled back through the losers bracket and eventually fought their way all the way up to top 8 and finished in 5th place, tied in 5th place with Optic. They didn't do consolation matches at this event aside from 2 consolation matches, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know how many it ended up totally being, but the only consolation matches were for 9th, 10th, and 11th placing, because they wanted to, basically the 9th and 10th place seeding became relevant because of Call of Duty Championships, which EnVyUs and Optic did qualify for with their 5th and 6th placing. And Complexity and Quantic also placed top 8, but they qualified through league play. So because of that, that's why the consolation matches were played for 9th, 10th, and the 11th seeded teams, so that they can find out which 2 teams were going to go. And it ended up being, I think it was Fear and Donut Shop, I believe, were the 2 teams that qualified out of that. So, and then since MLG Dallas, I went the last couple days not really playing again, back to the whole mindset of not wanting to get online again. And after that, I decided that I wanted to start playing again. And that's where you get to the team that I'm playing with in this gameplay, which, if you haven't already figured it out, yeah. So I joined High Hopes. I am going to start playing competitively again, and I'm going to team with this team for Anaheim and hopefully further and beyond, and we'll see how everything goes with that. The roster is Vert, who I have teamed with in the past before. I teamed with him in the beginning of MW3 and played a lot of Black Ops 1 GBs with him as well. But we actually started out as a team for MW3 when I was bringing back automatic reload in the past. I think it was, I want to say it was like me, Vert, and then I think T-Kills and Modi. I think that was our team for the start of that. I don't remember. I mean, you guys can search back in past gameplays and find out if you want. But Vert will be the main support player. So he's running an SMG for this team, and he's going to be playing a lot of support. Our objective player for this team is Michi. So Michi will also be running around using a sub. And then our other AR player will be Vashik, and myself and Vashik. So we're going to be the AR players, and we're both going to be slaying and anchoring. There's not a dedicated anchor, and there's not like a dedicated mobile slayer. The only thing that really are dedicated is kind of more so Michi and Vert. Myself and Vashik, we're just pretty much going to rotate around a lot and take over whatever's closest or not. So, I mean, obviously you can see in this gameplay, I took over the anchor and the second side of the map, but he anchored like the first side of the map. So, you know, and I mean, we didn't really do a great job on the first side, as you saw earlier in the gameplay, but, you know, we hold down this for a while. About, like, as far as how the game went right there, I wouldn't recommend anchoring as long as I did in the back, and the only reason why I even did that was because I was close to streaks and trying to build streaks, and we kept getting call-outs that they kept pushing around. So that's the only reason why that happened. Otherwise, don't anchor that long. There's no point to anchor for the entire amount of the time. You want to always rotate, and I obviously did not do that. So don't take my, you know, don't learn from that gameplay off of that. So I only did it because I was trying to get my streaks again. So also, if you haven't noticed in the gameplay, the camo. So I was about to say MLG, but no. So Treyarch added new classes and new camos, as well as some titles. They brought like the American flags. They brought like all the different countries and the flags for the new titles, and then they brought new camos. They had like a graffiti, there's like a purple and zebra one, there's a bacon camo, some money camos, and a few others, and then there was this one that has all the pandas, which, as you can tell, that's the one I picked, since you're obviously seeing pandas on my gun. I asked a few people which one I should get, and was kind of joking around, and then I ended up just going with it and got it. So therefore I obviously have panda camos, which I have no problem with at all. I think that the camo is awesome. I originally got pretty excited about the bacon one, but it wasn't all it was cut out to be. So this gameplay though is gonna wrap up. And the other thing too is real quick about the classes. They're not all they were cut out to be. You have to change back and forth. But I'll maybe do a newer class or a new custom class video, I guess, now that they did that. So I'll add those in. As far as video wise for me in the next few days, weeks, whatever, I might try and get my new teammates involved on this channel and see if they want to post any videos or do some dual comms or anything. I'm obviously on like a video a month average. I'm not even going to promise anything anymore about trying to get multiple videos out because I fail horribly with it. And in 2 weeks, I'll be in LA for Call of Duty Championships. And if anyone else is going to be out there, be sure to let me know because I'll probably have some Gamma to give out too. So yeah. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and hope everyone has a good one. Take care. Peace. Hey, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that commentary about Dallas, everything else that's going on with High Hopes, you name it. If you guys want to see anything specifically from my new teammates, feel free to let me know. I'll be sure to make that happen. Can't promise it'll happen immediately because, hey, I'm on a video a month average. But as always, video on the left, video on the right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Peace.